Thank you for choosing Synovision products. Today I will introduce the operation process of the IVW workstation. The demonstration includes the patient management interface and the power on and power off workflow. After the application is launched, when the login window is shown on the interface, enter the username and the password, and click Login to enter the main interface. On the bottom of the main interface are the functional modules, which can be switched between each other. The default interface after starting up is the patient management, on the top right of the main interface. In addition to the shutdown icon, there are a series of tools related to system settings and status display, including Receive to review the data receiving progress sent to this workstation, Send to review the data sending progress sent from this workstation to other devices, USB to quickly review the mobile devices currently plugged into this workstation, Local to quickly review the disk space capacity for the externally readable data. Note that this is not an indication of the local database capacity. Database to quickly manage the database to ensure the operating speed of the system, including deleting the image data and the bookmarks within a specified time range. Rebuild index to create a new data index to replace the existing index. It is recommended to perform this after deleting the data. Refresh index to use an index to organize data, which can speed up the data query time. Please note that, if you execute the delete operation here, the locked image data will also be deleted. In the pop-up window of settings, we can set the four-corner information of 2D and 3D images. These are settings for film printer and diagnostic report printer. The film template here is to set the film layout. And in this menu, we can set the external data source that can be read. Here, we can generate the remote assistance code. And in here, it displays the information such as the software version of the system, and other similar things. The 2D and 3D four-corner information setting operations are as follows. Device type is set as CT from the drop-down menu. In the View drop-down menu select 2D or film. To set the four-corner information for image browsing and film layout respectively. For example, to add the slice location information in the lower right corner, and to change the study time to the data acquisition time in the upper left corner. The operation are as follows. In the module drop box, select the information type. Here we select as image plane. The items below is updated. Select slice location. Click the arrow at the bottom left. The table location will be added to the lower left corner information. In the module drop box, select General Image. In the item list below, we select Acquisition Time. Select the position you want to insert. Click the arrow on the upper left corner, and the acquisition time is added under the study time. Delete study time as needed. Note before switching to other settings, you need to click Save to save the settings successfully. In 2D layout you can set the default image browsing layout. For example, we intend to set 4 image series. Each series display 1 image. Select 2x2 mode in sequence layout setting, and select 1x1 mode in the image layout setting. Note before switching to other settings, you need to click Save to save the settings successfully. When remote support is needed, follow the steps below. Settings, Remote Assistance. Click the expanded Remote Assistance. Wait patiently. After a number appears in the user ID and password fields, inform the engineer of this information. Note: only the workstation connected to the internet can get remote assistance. The patient management main interface consists of a study list area, a series list area, a search and query area, and a data loading area. The study list area is displayed as a patient list, which is sorted by time in descending order by default. The number after the slash represents the total number of exams in the list, and the number before the slash represents the order of the currently selected exam. In the upper right corner are some commonly used tools, respectively performs edit report for the currently selected study, view report for the currently selected study, export report for a user specified time range, save and send the currently selected study, lock or unlock the currently selected patient image data, edit and modify, and delete. More tools can be accessed by selecting the patient study and clicking the right mouse button. The series list area displays all the series information of the selected patient study. The image thumbnail is displayed on the right, and you can turn the page by scrolling the mouse wheel. The number at the top of the list respectively represent the total number of series of the study and the current series. The upper right corner of the list is the common tools for save and send and the series delete. More tools can be accessed by clicking the right mouse button. The series list can be switched to the image list or the bookmark list, and the numbers and tools on the right are also updated. The bookmark here saves the temporary post-processing image results. Since it takes up a lot of space, it is recommended to delete it regularly. Note: if we have already deleted the patient images without deleting the saved bookmarks, we can use the delete bookmark function in the database management tool to delete the bookmark files. The query area on the right provides precise query and fuzzy queries. A precise query means that all patients with a patient ID value equal to 07 will appear. The fuzzy query function provides partial retrieval of information. All patients with the patient ID value containing 07 will appear. The quick query function provides us a saved and combined query conditions to facilitate the next use. This is to help us quickly establish complicated search conditions and to find out the search result quickly. For example, this save the quick query condition means all patients with exam number containing 14 should appear. After selecting the study or series, we can click the 2D button to enter the image browser, or from the triangle drop-down menu, we can access more post-processing plugins. For example, we choose MPA. The loading bar below shows the loading progress. After the loading is successful, the interface will automatically switch from the patient management to the MPA interface. On the lower right corner, click the local image info. The system supports directly reading external source data, for example USB, for image browsing and post-processing operations. Note: the post-processing results of external data sources cannot be saved. In the patient list or series list view, we can use either the mouse wheel or the sliding bar to browse the lists. We can also adjust the column width, font and display content according to needs. Right-click on the header and select the Select Header Font. Make necessary changes. Right-click on the header and select the Select Displayed Columns. We can set the displayed information in the list. Select a column in the header, hold down the mouse, and drag it to another position to adjust the order of the displayed columns. Click on the text area of a header to change the sorting order as ascending or descending. Enter the search condition in the search bar below the header to quickly look up the relevant exams. In the search area on the right, we can also enter single or combined search conditions to retrieve relevant exams. In addition to common tools in the right-click toolbar, it also supports the Export Exam Anonymously function. Export DICOM images anonymously to a local disk or USB device. We can use the local IMG info function to open and review the exported images. After the export, the patient name is anonymous as Synovision. Burn Disk supports burning exams or series to CD or DVD disks. In the pop-up box, select again the data intent to burn. Then select Burn File to start burning. Note: a DICOM browser will be copied to the CD as well. Do not perform other operations during the process of burning the disk. Favorites. We can collect classified studies and put them into the favorites. After selecting the exam, select the favorites. Select the folder you want to add, and click Add Favorite to pin a bookmark for the selected patient study. If the selected exam does not belong to any saved category, we can also add a new folder first. Name the folder and then add favorite. Open favorites. Select a folder or a study under it. We can delete. Select a study and click View to directly switch to the image browsing module. The system supports merging two studies under one study. For example, we intend to merge these two studies together. Select the study to be merged. Right-click and select Merge Study to. A dialog box will open. Enter the study ID of the target study in the Destination Study ID field. Click Query Dest Study. The second study will show up. Verify the information. Then select the series to be merged in the first study. And then select the second study. Click Merge to merge the selected series into the second study. Note: the merge operation only supports to merge two studies at a time. View critical images. The system supports manual operation to mark images. The marked images are the key images. When browsing, we can set a key image by pressing and holding the Alt key on the keyboard, and click the left mouse button. Click again to cancel the key image setting. The key images appear a KI symbol on the left of the image. In the image list in the series list area, you can see that the key images are identified as 1, and the other images are identified as 0. In the patient list or the series list, select View Critical Images, and only the images marked as key image will be loaded into the image browser. In the series list, the Browse Subsequence function is to browse part of the images in a series. The Split Sequence function is to split series images. When the Scout image appears, select Add Split Points, and drag the red line to the split point, or manually input the number of dividing image number on the right, and press the OK button to confirm the split. After splitting, two series with the same serial number are generated. The Merging Sequence To function can merge different series into one series. Save image as sequence. In the image list, we can save some of the images in a new series. For example, let's save the first 100 images as a new series. After the operation is done, in the series list, We can see that the remaining images are in the old series. And the new series contains the first 100 images. The Add Process menu. In both the study list and the series list, the image data can be loaded into the post-processing plugin via the Add Process menu. Now I will introduce the management of the image data. Image Data Lock. Select single or multiple studies. Click Data Encryption in the upper right corner. The icon becomes inactive, and the Data Decryption icon becomes active. Image Data Export. As mentioned above, right-click. The Save and Send or the Burn Disk functions can export to an external storage device, server or CD. Note that these functions are for exporting and burning image data only, and do not include the linked reports. Image Data Cleanup. Select single or multiple studies. Right-click and select the Delete IS information, or click the Delete icon in the upper right corner. To delete the image data, it needs to be unlocked first. After the image data is deleted, the diagnostic report under it will also be deleted. So be sure to make a backup before deleting it. How will the diagnostic report's data be managed? 1. Diagnostic Report Lock. The reports that have not exited the editing state are locked in the patient list. If there is a small lock icon in the Report Lock column, it means that the current report is locked. In the multi-user accounts mode, only the unlocked report can be reviewed and edited by others. Right-click and select the Unlock report. The small lock icon will disappear, and the report is unlocked. Diagnostic Report Export. Select single or multiple studies. Right-click and select the Export report. The diagnostic reports will be saved in PDF format. The file will be named as Patient Name, Patient ID, Exam Equipment Type, Exam Date. 3. Diagnostic Report Cleanup. The diagnostic report will be deleted along with the image data. Reading data from local disk. The system supports reading image data that's stored in USB drive or local disk. First, in the Settings window, select Data Source Setting. Set the readable external devices, such as removable disk, CD driver or local directory. Save to exit, and the settings are complete. In the image loading area, click Local Img Info or Local Data. Select the related folder in the pop-up box, and OK. At this time, the progress bar displays the loading progress. The loading is complete. The interface will jump to the patient list interface on the local disk for browsing and post-processing. Note: the post-processing results cannot be saved. You have to import the image data into the local database in order to save the post-processing results. To import data to local database, click the Convert Data icon. After it's imported, we can click Query to search the data. The data is now displayed in the patient list of the database. Clean up data source. Click this menu, a dialog box pops up, and we can select the data or folder to delete. Data source copy. Click this menu to pop up a dialog box. We can copy the files from a folder to a designated folder. For example, select the data in the source path to copy, then select a folder in the destination path to paste. After the workstation has been used for a period of time, the data cleanup should be done to ensure the normal performance. This system supports study-level image cleanup, series-level image cleanup, and partial image deletion. The deleted images and reports cannot be restored, so be sure to back up them first. The system also supports batch deletion, We can manually select multiple studies. Or we can use the database management tool to delete data within a specified time range. To shut down the system, select the power icon in the upper right corner. Shut down. The system also supports temporary lock screen to ensure safe operation, and the reset function is to restart computer. It is recommended to shut down regularly to ensure system performance. Note: after selecting exit or shutdown, if the interface does not respond, please first check whether the diagnostic report interface is closed. The introduction of patient management interface and operation.